Hi, good morning, students. Me, Teacher Jeng. Welcome to this week's art class. So, what we are going to do is a sofa chair with a moon. So, you could do two things about it. Either you could have the moon as your main subject and the sofa chair to incorporate as a secondary subject for your team, or you could do the sofa to be the main object and the secondary image will be a moon. So for today's demo, we are going to do the chair as a main subject. So what you need to do is construct the chair first. Say like this, and then we need a cut here. So when doing the construction, make sure you're doing it as simple as possible. So you need to pay attention to the perspective. Keep it as simple as much as possible because you could easily adjust it as you go along. Make sure that you have the right perspective on your drawing. What I love to do is keep this linear at first, and then eventually after constructing I could easily shape it. So you could go over your drawing a bit if you want to adjust. Pay attention to the distance of both arms for the sofa and the distance from the two sides. Shape it here, and this one will have the same level somewhere here. And then the other side will be a little bit foreshortened because it's a little far from the space or the perspective. We're a little bit curve here. Pay attention to the perspective and curve on this one, and it has an undercut towards here. This one will be set on this area. Now pay attention to the thickness of the base, and this leading line will just follow through here, and this area will be a little bit more thicker because it's, or a little bit more wider because it's closer to the perspective. It goes here, now you need to put the feet, it needs to look like a cone shape. Again, pay attention to the perspective, that this one will be a little bit longer. This one will have the same perspective or the same level as the other side, so maybe somewhere here. And then of course you do not forget to place the shadow. And then after you're done uh, with the construction of the sofa, you could now start laying out the shadows or the shading. When doing the shading, of course, you have to do it nice and slow. Do not just literally shade everything. Make sure that you still follow the transition of lights to dark, and also try to incorporate the leading lines that creates the detail of the sofa. So mostly the sofa is made out of uh, suede material, so you would see change in textures or tones as you go along when you start shading the areas ng sofa. This one will have a darker tone, and then let's say you're done with doing the sofa, then you could now decide on where to put the moon. Either you want to put it here, or you want to, let's just say, put it in the back and you want to make it big as this. You could also do that, and you're allowed to have an option of making two different size object, or if you want to just place it somewhere here, you could also place it on the left side instead of the right side. Now, quick demo for the moon. What you need to do is a base of a circle, and to do that you just lightly shade everything first. Okay, and then after that one you could now slowly place the details or the layers ng shadow or the crater ng moon. Now when doing this, you have to be a little bit careful not to overshade everything. And then if you need some of these parts, which is the highlight, you could easily use an eraser and then slowly erase some of the parts. Let's see. And then if you need to add more shadow again, and by all means you could just lay it out or simply retouch the drawing. So this would be somewhat of an easy project because we're still doing the octopus from the last week's art class. So detailed drawings will be done on paper and will be sent on your personal emails and social medias that you use. I will be seeing you on your art class schedules. This is Teacher Jeremy. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Stay home, stay safe. God bless, love and peace.